Yesterday's announcement on Stargate was pretty big. President Trump came out and announced a new company which is going to be focused on artificial intelligence advancements and development in the United States. CEOs from SoftBank, Oracle, OpenAI stood next to him and agreed or sort of showed that they are party to this decision. Through this project, they're going to be investing about $500 billion in next 4 years in the United States. This is huge. But as I've had opportunity to think last night, I came out with these 6 questions which I'm going to lay out in this video for all of you. And by the way, if you are in a rush and don't have time to go over the whole video, here are those 6 questions for you. Question number 1. Is Target going to have any stake of the US government in its operations? Or was this announcement made by President Trump just to create excitement and show that how much investment is coming into the country because now he is the leader? We know that China has made significant advances. So is the government going to have some stake in how this whole AI company is going to function and operate? What values it will have? What purpose it will actually eventually work towards? What will be the whole principle and the goals of this company? Will it be driven by the United States government? Second question, very, very important from my perspective. Since the CEO of Oracle was there and the CEO of Microsoft was not there, I beg to think that is Stargate going to operate completely different and independently from what Oracle is doing or outside of the shadows of Microsoft? Or is this sort of a way where SoftBank is actually putting a lot of money in Oracle using OpenAI technology? Is it Stargate the new name for Oracle's AI initiative, which is backed by OpenAI and funded by SoftBank? I kept thinking about it. I still don't have a very clear idea of it, but I cannot imagine that Oracle, Larry Ellison being on the stage, he driving his agenda on the healthcare, which Oracle has been doing for last few years, especially after they acquired Cerner. I cannot imagine that he being just on the board or he just being playing another separate role outside in a new company and not having Oracle have a big stake in this whole story itself. Question number 3, and again, this one is pretty obvious to me, but since there was no mention or no presence of Microsoft CEO at the event and OpenAI is kind of operating on its own, is it time for OpenAI to tread a completely independent path outside of Microsoft? Now we know as OpenAI has made development and successful launches of OpenAI ChatGPT, Microsoft had invested a lot of money and they claimed that they're going to be investing a lot of money in the coming future as well. But Microsoft also is developing its own AI and LLMs and all of that. So is this time where officially we're going to be seeing OpenAI kind of completely take an independent path into the market and start backing other technology companies and other solutions outside of Microsoft? Is Stargate actually going to be a bigger challenge to companies like Amazon's AWS, Microsoft's Azure, Google's GCP and IBM Cloud? Because end of the day, I cannot stop thinking that if they are going to be building their own data centers, own technology, and if they're going that route, most of these large hyperscalers are already doing that in their own capacity. Microsoft has made significant investments in this. AWS very recently has expressed even a bigger interest in investing more money on the AI focused solutions and data centers and technology stack. So are these guys going to eventually become competitors to the technology which is already there in the market available through other hyperscalers? Now, if I look at the revenues, AWS has made about $88 billion of revenue in 2023. Microsoft made about 60 billion of revenue, and GCP made about 32 billion revenue. That's like peanuts in front of $500 billion company if we think of Stargate. Similarly, the other major data center companies, think of IBM Cloud, $22 billion. Oracle today is about $16 billion. and Alibaba is about 12 billion. So when you think of that, this one company which is being formed and is touted to look at $500 billion of investments, this itself could become a ginormous company which could gobble one, all of these companies. Second, could be one of the biggest competitors to provide infrastructure, technology, capabilities, whatever these guys are planning to build in Stargate, to to or against these hyperscalers, to the enterprises as well. So that's my biggest question among these six questions. Question number 5 is again fairly unclear because yesterday's uh, announcement was on a very high level to create market excitement. But what is Target actually going to be focusing on? Are they going to be focusing on creating AI specific infrastructure? Are they going to be building many newer, faster models? So continue focusing and investing the dollar in research and development. Are they going to be now start building better industry applications, which sort of Larry Ellison hinted on, continuing his agenda of healthcare, AI-led healthcare? So what's going to be the core focus of this company? Will it be infrastructure? Will it be the applications, which will be um, democratizing AI and making it available to the masses? That agenda, what is going to be the agenda of this company? And lastly, more of an industry question. We have seen that when cloud came, everybody started shifting to cloud. Having your own data center kind of went out of fashion. But with AI, what I'm noticing is that there is a resurgence of the idea that everybody should have their own specific data center, especially if you're operating at a fairly large scale. So are we going to be seeing a resurgence of data centers as more and more AI technology is adopted and more large companies get behind it? Those were six questions. I thought I'll put it out there. I've been thinking I'll be looking for these answers as more details come out. What do you think? Like to hear from you on the comments. Thanks. Bye for now.